So here are two problems that are applications of solving equations. After a 30% price reduction, you purchase a new computer for $840. What was the computer's original price? So anytime that we're thinking about something that's on sale for a certain percentage off, the best thing to do is not think about what percentage you're not paying, but think about the percentage that you are going to pay. And if you think about percentages in terms of a pie chart, it'll make more sense. So first of all, this is a 30% price reduction. So that means this piece of the pie, this 30%, we are not paying. So if we're not paying 30%, it must mean that we are going to pay 70%. So we need to focus on this piece of the pie. So $840 is 70%. Remember, 70% as a decimal is going to be 0.70. So $840 is 70% of the original price. So instead of having to do subtraction or anything else, we can easily just do this in one quick step. Divide both sides by 0.7. So 840 divided by 0.70 is $1,200. So the original price is $1,200. Next, Chris inherited $5,000 with the stipulation that for the first year, and notice we got to get all the important information here, for the first year, the money had to be invested in two different funds, one paying 9% and another paying 11% annual interest. How much was invested in each fund if the total interest earned for just 1 year was $487? So let's start taking this whole thing apart. So first of all, $5,000 total. So Chris had $5,000. So if we take the $5,000 and say, okay, we're going to put it into two separate funds, then let's say X number of dollars is going into the first fund. And if we put X number of dollars into the first fund, that leaves 5,000 minus X dollars to go into the second fund. The first fund is going to pay 9%. So X number of dollars is going in at 9%. 9%, 0.09% means out of 100. 5,000 minus X is going in at 11%. So 0.11 is going to be its rate. So the formula for simple interest is I equals P times R times T. Interest equals principal times rate times time. Now, our time is negligible here because we're only talking about 1 year of simple interest. So we don't even have to worry about the time. So I equals P times R. Well, how much interest do we want to earn? We want to earn $487. So let's set up an equation. So X number of dollars times 0.09. So X is the principal, that's the amount of money. R is the rate, 0.09, plus 5,000 minus X at 11%, so 0.11. And these two amounts of interest have to add up to 487. So this is the equation that we need to solve in order to determine how many dollars are going into the two separate funds. So X times 0.09, of course, 0.09X. And then we will need to use the distributive property here. So 5,000 times 0.11 is 550. And then 0.11 times x negative 0.11x equals 487. So let's find the like terms. So 0.09 minus 0.11, that's negative 0.02x plus 550 equals 487. Subtract the 550 from both sides, and we end up with, so 0.02x, so 487 minus 550 is negative 63. And let's think about this. Does it make sense that they're both negative? Yes, it does. Because if x represents a number of dollars, when I divide both sides by negative 0.02, I will get a positive amount. So that does make sense. So x turns out to be, when we divide 63 divided by 0.02, we get 3,150. And 3,150 is our X number of dollars that's getting invested at 9%. So we've got $3,150 at 9%, and then 5,000 minus X, so 5,000 minus 3,150 is $1,850 at 11%. So these two add up to 5,000, and their interest after 1 year would add up to be 487. So those are two applications of solving equations.